Good morning, guys, and welcome to the 5 a.m. Stillness and Reflection session. We are on day 9. I just wanted to mention why have I decided to do this. To be honest, it was purely for my own benefit, to make sure I can get back into my discipline of doing this. There's so much magic in the stillness of 5 a.m. in the morning, and many people don't quite get that, maybe because they haven't really tried it, to really give that time for themselves. And that's what I'm focusing on. When I wake up in the morning, I know how magical this half an hour is, and this connection to my heart. And even though it may sound crazy as a 5 a.m. session, the stillness that we connect into at this time of the day has a lot to offer energetically. And so that's what we're connecting to. And that's why I like to do it at this time of the day. And the idea was to create a community around it that can join in and benefit from this as well. And so that's my hope, that's my wish, is that we'll have a nice community that can feel supported and guided and centered throughout this day, throughout the rest of the day, rather, when you wake up at 5 a.m. So what we're doing is meeting at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. We're having some lemon water and a cold shower. These two things are really for our body and for our mind to get us started and set for the day. Specifically with procrastination, I find cold shower is a really good way to train your brain that you are in control and this is just cold and you can do this. And it's just, when the mind is going through all this is crazy, it's too early, it's too cold, nobody else sees me, whatever conversations that jump into your head, jumping into a cold shower, just literally knock it on the head and just stop these thoughts. The next thing is a card read. So it's a collective read for anyone who plugs in, and it just supports us on what we can focus on for the day, what needs our attention. And of course, a meditation practice with some breathing and stillness, and then some reflection and journaling on what you've experienced, or perhaps, something you're grateful for today. Following that, we're going to do a weekly session on a Sunday, just following the meditation at 5 a.m. So at 5:30, we're going to continue just into a chat, and that will be a space to share anything you've experienced, you've recorded, if you've noticed any changes throughout the day or throughout your meditation, anything at all that you want to share. So today's card, today Animal Spirit is the snake card that I've pulled just earlier. And so the snake is the guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened and untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you steer it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste, the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative, charismatic. When out of balance, starts and stops many things. To bring into balance Kundalini yoga and meditation. Yes. One of the other things we're focusing on is our intention for the day. So if you want to close your eyes and connect to why are you here today? What is it for you that you want from today's session? And perhaps the card is something to think about. What is it in us that needs to be awakened and energized? And when you find a clear thought, probably the first one that popped up, connect to it, and then connect to an elevated feeling or emotion that comes with it, or that you wish to have with it, or that you imagine you could have with it. And then once they are aligned, your head and your heart, you can then visualize yourself living that intention when you're actually having that alignment. It's a beautiful connection of head and heart. And so just get comfortable in your seat. And keep your eyes open at this point. And just look to a point in front of you, away from the screen, perhaps on the wall in front of you. And just start focusing on your breath, and just take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth, and this time gently close your eyes. And as you're sitting comfortable in your seat, make sure your feet are touching the ground. Or if you're sitting cross-legged, make sure your back is elevated and straight. And your hips are a little bit higher than your feet. Just take a moment to acknowledge the weight of your hips into the ground, the weight under your thighs, the way your back is supported. And today we're going to do just nasal breathing. They're going to be very long breaths, so it may be a little bit challenging, but try to stick to it best you can. So we're going to inhale for 6 counts and then exhale for 8 counts. I'm going to repeat that 10 times. Okay, so when you're ready, inhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. That's right, just keep going the best you can. Just counting the inhalation and the exhalation, nice and slow. Again, in. In. Doing great, we're halfway through. And in. In. And 2 more times. And just come back to normal breathing. Nice and relaxed in your seat. We're just going to start scanning our body, starting at the top of our head. Just focus on your breath. Try to stay with the nasal breathing. It doesn't have to be this long breath, but definitely nice and slow. Just in through the nose and out through the nose. Your mind is wandering, just bring it back and remember that thoughts can come and go. Just become the observer of your thoughts. Just try to connect to this stillness in your body. Pay attention to anywhere in the body that is a little uncomfortable, perhaps. And just be gentle with it and bring attention to it. Bring some breath, bring some love. Maybe ask it what it's all about. Take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out, let it go, sink a little bit deeper into your body. Let's go and start scanning our body from the top of our head. And just travel slowly, acknowledging each part. Starting with the top of our head, our scalp, our forehead. And traveling down to our eyebrows, our eyes, our cheeks, our jaw, our mouth, our lips, completely relaxed. Sure, there's a little gap between your teeth, just not clenching the jaw. Let's keep traveling through your throat and your neck. All the way down to your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, keep sinking deeper again. into your relaxation. Your breath is slowing down. And you keep traveling through your arms, your elbows, your forearms, tips of your fingers completely relaxed. Stay with your breath, and if any thoughts have jumped in, just become aware of them and let them go. Just stay with your breath. And bring your attention to your chest and become aware of how it rises as you breathe in and expands. And the way it retracts as you breathe out. Stay in that area and just feel that beautiful function. And then travel down through your abdomen. Stay with your breath and stay connected to that area. All the way down to your hips and your hip bone. And try to get some nice deep breaths into that area. Just bring your focus to that. Your base chakra, your grounding, energizing. And keep traveling down your legs and your thighs into your knees and your calf and your shin. All the way to your feet and the tips of your toes. Completely relaxed and present. Now we're going to take about a minute to let our mind wander. Let it do whatever it wants to do. Any thoughts, anything that pops in, just let it come. That's right, just allowing your mind to get busy, and whatever thoughts come to mind, just let it happen. Just going to allow it for another 30 seconds or so. And now take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. One last time. And out through your mouth, and come back to your nasal breathing. Come back to controlling your breath and your thoughts. And just focusing on your breath. Just stay with your breath. Okay, and as you come back into the room, I want to wiggle your toes and your fingers and maybe stretch your neck a little bit. Rotate it from side to side. And grab your journal if you haven't already done so, and just start sketching down or writing down anything that came up for you during that session, or anything you're grateful for today. And think about why you're grateful for it, for having it in your life. Good morning, and thank you. That comes to our end of our session, and I am looking forward to see you again tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed today. Have a great day.
See you, Maya. Have a good one.
Thanks, mate. Bye.